We rolling. Welcome back. Week 6. Week 6 in the books. How we feeling, bro?
Good to
You
be
won.
back. It's good to be back. I appreciate Andrew for stepping in for me. By the way, did a fantastic job.
Terrible job. Oh, good. A good job. Okay. Good job. Good
Uh,
job,
I would
Andrew.
I would I would like to point out that he almost went 7 for 7 on his weekly picks on who was going to
We
win each matchup.
both did good, so I don't appreciate that. That sounded like a comment against me.
No, you went 5-2. He went 6-1. His one loss, however, was the Garrett Nathan matchup, which I believe was decided by a point. So he was pretty good on his picks.
That was a close one. That was a close one. Yeah, I mean, overall, standings are interesting. Sarah's still firmly in the lead of the NFC, 5-1. Veronica and Beth not too far out. They're only 2 games behind first place. Well, yeah, 2 games behind first place. Andrew and I are 1 game behind. And we've got basically a 3-way tie in the AFC with Spencer, Mom, and Chris all at 4-2, and then Garrett and Nate trying to make a push to take the first overall position in the AFC. We'll see how this turns out in like 3 more weeks. See what happens there.
Gonna
Once
be
we're
a
in
gonna
week
be a
like
tight
9.
one, I think.
Yep. Why don't you go ahead and give us our point leaders, and then if you've calculated it already, can you update us on or I'm sorry, give us the point scorers for this week, and then if you've done the math already, give us the point leaders towards the like little gift cards that we're gonna get everybody, because we did not add them in last week.
I did go ahead and I did add those in, and then I added in the ones for this week as well. So kicking it off here, we had high score of the week went to me barely. I believe I beat you by about a point, maybe less.
Yeah, I don't remember if I did the math or not.
Yeah, it was less than a point. It was
One,
0.84 I beat you
yeah,
by.
I was at. Well, I can just go look at it, but anyway, continue.
So yeah, that went to me. I think that's my second top score, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah, you had
regardless,
0.84 more points than me.
yeah.
Damn.
Low score of the week. Unfortunately, I think was it the second time in the row.
No, you were low score last week.
Oh, okay, that's right. I wasn't here for those running
She
on those
was
ones.
she was low score week 4, but she
Okay.
scored even less in week 4 than she did this
Ooh,
week. So
breaking stuff. Yeah. Shannon's team is falling apart here. Poor Shan.
yeah, top performer
Um,
was Jerome Ford with 10 points.
oh, don't say that. That's terrible.
That's tough.
Highest yardage total for the week, I believe you said it was Tyreek Hill, which was Veronica.
Yep, 163 yards had Tyreek Hill. Did you skip smallest point differential, or did you say that one already?
I did not.
Okay,
Smallest point differential
where's that matchup?
of the week went to Sarah and Dad, which ended up being decided on Monday night by 0.94.
Whew.
Tony
Yeah.
Pollard, I would like to point out on the final Cowboys drive that wasn't a kneel down, had a chance for a touchdown reception and dropped it.
Oof.
And yeah.
That would have kind of screwed me over in Casual Sunday, because I think I was playing against Briggs, who had Tony Pollard. So, damn, sorry, Dad.
So
Loses
I
90 to 90.94.
feel pretty bad for Dad, but yeah, Sarah squeaked by, and I saw how happy she was. So I saw both sides of the
All right,
stick on that one.
calm down there. Relax. Shout out
Eh.
to the Garrett Nate matchup that was extremely close as well. 101.12, and Nathan takes it with 102.46. So
Very, very close as
what's
well.
crazy is I'm looking at the top performers for Nathan's team, and his top performer was Justin Tucker with 18 points. So like I don't even know what the hell happened in that one,
I
but
was shit. Where was I? I was at a bar, I think, with Sarah, and they. Oh no, we were getting ready because that game was at 6:30 in the morning for us over in when we were on
the
vacation. I was
London
getting ready.
game.
And I was like, holy shit, they're like 6 for 6, Justin Tucker on kicks. I was like, oh my god, was he just kicking all day, bro?
That's
uh,
crazy, man. What the?
yeah, yeah. So that was interesting, but yeah, I feel bad for. It's always tough to lose. I didn't look at his team. I feel terrible when I lose by that small of a margin, but I feel a little bit better if I look at my bench. I couldn't have played my team any better. So I didn't look at Garrett's. I don't know if he could have done anything better, but it's just unlucky.
Yeah. Better luck next time. But they're both three
Um,
and three now, so
yeah,
that would have wound up being a 4-2-2-4 situation. So that's better for competition that they're both 3 and 3, I suppose.
that's a good point. Very good point. Um, we did not have anybody set a player that scored negative points this week.
Good job, everyone.
So we decided to, for one time, since it's close to the halfway point, I think in the regular season. I think we're a week or so away, but about the halfway point in the regular season of fantasy football. We did a half point to the
Close up.
team that had the uh, largest negative and positive point differential, points for and points against currently, as the standings show. I believe it was extremely close between me and Drew, although I would much rather be in Andrew's situation because he has more points scored and I'm seemingly squeaking by with more points scored. Less points scored against, I should say, but it was a half point for me with 140.9 versus Andrew's 140.86.
0.04 difference between these two right here. And
And
so Andrew's got 705.84 scored and 564.98 against. You're at 612 and 471 against you.
and then the largest negative point margin goes to Shannon currently, which I believe is at 228.82
Yeah.
negative.
She's also got the most, aside from the largest point differential, negatively. She's got the most points scored against her at 706, and nobody else has reached the 700 mark yet. So basically, if you play Shannon, you're probably going to score a lot of points that week.
And apparently, if you play me, you're going to score 0. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but
Yeah, just sometimes it happens, you know?
um. All right, so that was a half point one-time thing we just added in for this week, and then the last point of the week goes to Andrew for most
Most
bench
bench
points, which I
points.
believe was 50 something.
I actually didn't even calculate or know that until you just said it, so. He's done that twice now, I believe. Yeah, he had most
He
bench
he
points
has
last
a
week.
he has a very deep team. If anybody is in need of a player and you think you can coerce him from Andrew, I would go for it because he's got a deep bench and he probably is willing to trade people. Or maybe he just wants to watch everybody suffer. I don't know. I don't know how Andrew thinks. So,
Could be. His team's getting banged up, though. Achan's on
um,
IR. Monty got hurt. Justin Fields is doubtful, and he can't put Justin Fields on his IR. All right.
and then you wanted a quick update.
Oh yeah, point
Adding
leaders.
up the points here. Currently it is a tie between Andrew and I, both at 4.5.
Seems low, doesn't
Uh,
it?
yeah, I mean they get dispersed pretty evenly, I think,
Four and a
throughout the
half.
weeks.
Week 6.
Veronica. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. I didn't see this one the first time. Shannon is actually in the lead with 5. Andrew and I are tied for second at 4.5. And then Veronica, Elizabeth, and that's it. Are tied for, I guess that would be fifth at that point with 4 points each. So
Okay.
current leader is Shannon with 5.
She's
But
winning something currently. If she just keeps scoring lowest points, she might stay in the lead, to be honest. So.
uh, yeah, maybe we'll see what happens. But you know how it is. So that's that. That's the point update for now. Probably we'll do another update on that in like 2 weeks or something.
Sweet. Looking good. All right, you want to get into the Week 7 matchups predictions?
I would love to. We'll start with well, since you usually start with you, I'll start with me going against
Whoa,
Garby. A little brotherly matchup. It's
Garby.
gonna be a good time. I'm actually picking Garrett. My team is on bye week hell right now, and I'm picking up scrubs off the waiver wire to run out at running back, and I'm not sure that it's gonna go well. So
Oh, you picked Garrett?
I'm picking Garrett.
Okay. For some reason, I picked you in this one. And I think, oh, it's because Garrett
I'm
has Jamar
flattered.
Chase and Adam Thielen on bye. And Adam Thielen's like been cracked out. He's position ranked 5th best wide receiver for fantasy this year so far. Jamar hasn't been great, but he's been a lot. He's 7th still. That's crazy. Yeah, so
Oh, I didn't realize he had Thielen out too. Okay,
too
that
late. You already
looks.
picked. Too late. You already
But,
picked.
but did you see who I have out? My entire bench is. I got Henry out. I got Lamb out.
Who needs him?
I just
Yeah,
lost.
this.
I just lost Kyron Williams for
Oh
like
yeah,
3 weeks.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, it'll be tough. You still have Keenan though. You got Justin Fields
Yeah,
or Justin Herbert, and you got Keenan. So I took you
I'm
in that one.
hoping. I'm hoping that you're right. We'll see what happens. So you pick me. I got G,
We're going in
and I'm
reverse this
hoping.
week.
Hoping we have a little
Matchups.
brotherly match, a little fun.
There's a lot of
And
there's a lot of good like like mom plays dad this week. Chris plays Sean, so it's like, well, I mean, this is a family, so I guess that's gonna happen a lot. But like
yeah, Nate and Ben, I
Nate and
think are a
Ben,
matchup this
yeah.
week. Yeah.
All right, you want to go to Elizabeth versus Shannon since we're going in like
Sure.
reverse.
Reverse.
Who you got in this one?
I took Beth.
I also took Beth. Sorry, baby. It's not looking. The future doesn't really look very bright for Shannon right now, unless she makes some massive moves.
I'm curious if
We'll see if CMC's out or not. That'll be a game changer.
yeah, that'll definitely affect
I,
Beth's lineup.
I don't care about
But
D Hop on bye. He has not been stellar this year so far, but
I did take Beth though. So you took Beth. I think that one's gonna be
yes,
closer than we're
sir.
expecting it to be though. Um,
Yeah, maybe. Shannon could use a solid week. I'm just hoping she doesn't have like a really good week and then Beth ends up beating her with also a really good week, because then I think Shannon will give up after that one. That'll be sad.
I think Samuel's probably good for a tutty. I think
He's
Austin
been
Eckler's gonna look good
he's
coming
been
back.
solid this year,
Yeah,
Curtis.
I just noticed that earlier today
20,
actually.
26 wide receiver on the season, so
Anywho,
alright.
next
Moving
I
on.
think going in reverse for me is Ben and Nate. Is that who you got next?
That is correct.
Okay, another brotherly matchup,
Ben is
and
sitting also nice and pretty at 1-5. Is that one win against you?
no, I've lost to Nathan and I lost to Dad.
Okay. What you got in this one?
I got Ben actually.
He's got Bijan still, but he's got Garrett Wilson on bye. I ended up taking Nate on this one. His team seem to make they're very competitive. He's been squeaking by on a couple of these wins, i.e. the 1 point difference between his win last week. But I'll take Nate in a close one here.
Yeah, I think this is another one of those like going to be only like a couple point differential scores. And I thought about taking Nate, but I think Ben's going to have a bounce back on this one for some reason. I don't know why.
Could be get his second win of the year.
I got you and V next.
Should be mother and father next.
Oh, my shit's backwards from you, I guess. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Mom and dad. I took dad on this one.
Hey, you just going. We always pick different. I took mom. Continue her reign of slightly lucky terror.
I I I should I should preface this one with I solely picked Dad because Mom has so many players playing on Thursday, and I have an ick about that. I don't know why.
Oh, that's true. Thursday games are weird. Like,
It could be really good or really bad.
who's playing on Thursday?
Jags, Saints.
Okay, so she has ETN, Olave, and Saints.
And
Yeah,
her
she could.
defense.
Going into Sunday, if she has three, oh, and her defense. If she has, what did I say? Two. Yeah, just three, right?
Just 3, but that's
Still a
still
lot.
like a 30-year line.
If she goes into a Sunday game of slates with 3 players already played and only has like 15 points, that would feel real bad. But either
I
way,
also think Dad's team he's got some players. They just need to show up from all at the same time. He was so close to having that win over Sarah last week. I think he's gonna
he's
get it this week.
he's got Rashid Shaheed. That should count for something.
I'm be
Well, he's
curious to
actually
see if
been,
he sticks him in the lineup,
yeah, he played
considering
really well last week.
he's got a couple of bye players right here. Looks like
I
he's got
don't
to move some
remember
people around.
if Rashid Shaheed actually had a good fantasy week last week, but when I watched the game, he played really well. So
He only had 2 receptions, but that was for 85 yards
yeah, I remember
and
seeing a
a
big one.
tutty.
Yep, the big touchdown.
Well, you said he also had 2 rushes for 18 yards. They're trying to get him
Hey,
the ball, trying to get him
he's a
involved.
rookie, right?
Second year. I think he was a rookie
Second year.
last year.
Okay. Rashid Rice is who I'm thinking of, the Chiefs rookie, I think.
Okay, so you took not Dad, you took
I
Mom.
took, yeah, the other one, the latter.
The other Dad.
Yeah, the other technically dead, but not dead. Here's
Um,
the big boy matchup of the week is Andrew versus Sarah. Who you got?
I love you, Sarah, but I took Drew on this one.
You took Drew even though he doesn't even have a kicker.
Oh, I don't look at the projected when I'm looking at these. I just look
No,
at the
I wasn't looking
teams
at the
in
project.
general.
He was texting me saying he couldn't get a kicker into his lineup yet. He said don't make fun of him. Said he's working on it because he's got Justin Fields that's sitting on his IR, so he like can't. I think he can add someone. I don't know why he doesn't have a kicker yet,
Oh
but
yeah, I was having that problem earlier today too. They're like every news source is reporting that Kyron Williams is gonna be out multiple weeks, and they're like doubtful. I'm like, how is he? I was like, was he gonna play with one leg? Put him on the fucking O, bro.
yeah, weird. The more I look at this matchup, think Andrew's probably the right pick, but I circled Sarah. I think
She's gonna make
she's
some
gonna
moves. I think it'll be close,
it's gonna
but
yeah, she's definitely gonna change up her lineup a little bit, but she just needs to hope AJ Brown and Adams have big games, and then she could be good to go. I mean, could be
that
close.
dude, that Dolphins Eagles game could be a fantasy gold mine this week.
Yeah, 16 touchdowns each, set a record. So we took different again on that one.
All right, so you were with Seramata and
The Christopher versus Jonathan match is next. Jaguar Saints only on Prime Video.
I took Chris in this one.
I also took Christopher in this one. Not a whole lot to say about this one. Sean's team has been struggling just a little bit. Yeah, he lost Justin Jefferson last week. That's tough. It's tough.
I think Waddle could help him out quite a bit this week, though.
Like, Chris has Brees Hall on his bench, and his lineup looks totally fine. Like, kind of scary, honestly. I don't want to play against Chris.
Yeah.
See if Debo plays or not.
He's I'm curious what's going on with was it just the Browns defense, or are the Saints are the Niners a little too reliant on CMC being godlike
I think
to
it's
be
a.
an effective offense.
Well, they lost Debo and CMC early,
Oh, I didn't
semi-early,
realize Debo went out too.
and that's why it's like people were like, Giants Twitter was like, "Oh look, Brock Purdy has no skilled position players anymore, and he can't do anything." Kind of funny how that works, but I think Trent Williams got hurt too for like a couple
The
plays.
the tackle.
Yeah,
I saw he got absolutely fucking
yeah,
yeeted by
gave up
Miles Garrett
his
on a
like he
play.
gave up his first sack in a while or something. So I don't know. They'll probably be fine and bounce back, but
Dude got manhandled off the screen. Like he went like from being center screen to being outside the screen on the play I saw.
yeah, I mean, but Miles Garrett's like he's not
A
even human.
beast.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fucking alien, bro.
he's a god in human form.
Pretty much, man. Oh shit, we gotta wrap it up. We're at 20 minutes already. Last matchup. Me versus
Doing.
V.
Wait, shit. You took Chris on that one too.
I took Chris. Yep.
Okay. And you and V. I took you.
Oh, okay. I took me also. I think this one's gonna be very close. I'm scared of Tyreek.
Yeah,
Tyreek,
there's a chance Tyreek ends up with like 35
yeah,
points this
he's
week.
the number one wide receiver right now. My only hope, and I don't want to say it and have her change her mind, but she is currently Joe Burrow's on bye and she's starting Sam Howell. Sam Howell's about to throw 3 picks and have 3 forced fumbles against him against the Giants, and they'll probably score 0 points. So best of
Uh,
best of
I'm
luck.
just saying, just when we decide that our defense is starting to round the corner, they're gonna shit the bed this week. You just know.
It's gonna be a close game between them. It always is. I think. Besides, we tied once, and the other game was like 20-19 or something like that. So it's not a bad start against our
That
defense, but
that was with
we shall
Heineken
see.
though. Heineken.
Sam Howell's seems mid.
Discount Baker Mayfield.
Just another white guy.
A bargain bin
This kind
Baker
of
Mayfield.
look like a it's like a weirder, like more mutated version of Baker Mayfield. Let's see. He's fine. Sam Howell's fine. All right,
uh,
that'll wrap it up.
is there anything else?
Yeah, any last thoughts? Everyone's participating well, and I'm having fun this year. So
I'm gonna kick Garrett's fucking ass.
see you later. The goat. That's why he's the goat. All right. See you guys next week. Probably on Tuesday next week. Sorry, Dad. I hope you weren't actually up until midnight waiting for our podcast to fucking drop on YouTube. I should have texted and said it was gonna be on Wednesday, but all right.
James said, "Wake up, Dad! New podcast
New
drop."
podcast drop. Yield Fan Podcast Week 6 is here. All right. Bye, everyone.